So just slow down a little bit.
China and Russia are sending a message the West cannot ignore. As sanctions tighten and pressure mounts, Moscow's Prime Minister, Mikhail Mishustin, lands in Hangzhou for high-stakes talks with Premier Li Qiang. A show of unity that's shaking Washington.
Influence do you want China to exert on Russia to stop?
Well, I'd love China to help us out with Russia. We put very big sanctions on Russia. I think those sanctions are going to be, they're very biting, they're very strong. But I'd like to see China help us out. I have a good relationship with, as you know, President Xi, very good.
Beijing calls this the 30th regular meeting of the two governments. But this time, it feels like much more. Energy, logistics, AI, and defense cooperation are on the table as both sides vow to build a sanction-proof Eurasian bloc. Trump's words echo as Xi Jinping himself prepares to meet Mishustin in Beijing. For Washington, it's a reminder. Beijing is not breaking ranks with Moscow. For Moscow, it's a victory lap. The sanctions wall has failed to divide Asia's two giants. Officials say both countries will sign a joint communiqué, reaffirming their strategic coordination for a new era. Behind the diplomatic phrasing lies a blunt truth. Russia and China are locking arms while the West fractures.
Are you worried about a rapprochement between Washington and Beijing that could impact Moscow?
No, I don't think so. China is our very serious strategic partner. During this year, we have developed our very good friendship, and we stand back to back with China on many issues. In some areas, we have differences, definitely. In very many areas, we have agreement on it. But the general climate in the world, if there is a rapprochement between the United States and China, we do not mind. So, of course, it is.
You believe that China...
only for the better.
From the power of Siberia pipelines to Tianwan's nuclear reactors, the two nations are building what looks more like an economic fortress than a trade partnership. And as Mishustin meets Xi, the message is unmistakable. Eurasia is moving in one direction, and it isn't toward Washington. 25 years since their good neighborliness treaty and 30 years of strategic coordination. The alliance that began in ink is now forged in steel, energy, and defiance. China and Russia aren't just cooperating, they're rewriting the world order.